Hey guys, well, it's Ohio. I'm here in Ohio, and it's like April 18th or something like that, and it is nasty outside. It's just not a nice day to be outside. So I thought I would do a quick little video, a flea market slash auction type video. My new finds for the last, probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. Really, it's been haven't really done too many of them. But anyways, so let's do the little stuff first. It was at flea markets last couple weekends, and picked up, as everybody knows, I'm kind of into the woodworking and stuff, and the blacksmithing. And I picked up this nice little square. And what caught my eye on it was it's got a slot for every 1/4 inch, so that way you can put it up, square it up on something, put a pencil in it, and draw a line right down the side of something. And that kind of caught my eye. I've already used it a couple times. It's pretty handy. I like it. I couldn't find a name on it, but it is what it is. It seems to be pretty accurate. It's not absolutely perfectly accurate, but it still works pretty nice. Let's see, along the same lines, I was had been looking for a really nice square. I haven't done anything to this other than I oiled the blade a little bit. This is an old Stanley Sweetheart, and I picked this up for $1. Same with the other square. I picked it up for $1 too, and brought it home, cleaned it up, and then realized it was a Stanley Sweetheart. But I've been wanting. I checked it, and it's perfectly square too, so that's a cool thing. And I've been wanting one of these. It's just like about a 7-inch square. It's about 7 inches across the top. I don't even know what they call it. They call it a 7.5 inch #2 Stanley Sweetheart. So, anyways, so I picked that up for $1. I think that's what I said, $1. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. It came out of an old tool chest, had a bunch of old tools in it, but a lot of stuff that I already had, so I didn't, buy them. Another thing I bought from same person, Miller Falls saw set, $3. I thought that was just an awesome deal. I've got so many saw sets, it's not even funny, but for $3, I wasn't going to pass this up. It's got a really nice dial set up on it and the whole 9 yards. So $3 saw set. What else did I get? Another, which this one is wrapped in a paper towel because I had to oil it up really good. This is another old raker gauge, and it's for crosscut saws. I picked up another one I did on my last flea market video for $1, and I turned around and I picked up this one for $1. The one I picked up the last time was a no-name one. This is a Stearns and Company one. It was $1 too. The lady just wanted it gone, so I went ahead and picked it up. Everything was all seized up on it, and I took it and soaked it in oil, and then turned around and loosened everything up on it. Everything works good now, so it's just going to go in my saw sharpening box for $1. I couldn't really pass it up. I didn't really need it, but I couldn't really pass it up. What else did I get? Same thing at the flea markets. It was kind of funny. The first week that I went to the flea market, it was a really nice day. First real good day out at the flea market, and I picked up this. Carpenter's ads. I paid $8 for it. Brought it home, cleaned it up, and realized it was a W.M. Beatty & Sons Carpenter's ads. So I figured, cool, I only need one, so why not this one? And it seemed to be okay. It needs cleaned up and sharpened in the whole 9 yards yet. I haven't done anything to it because I've been busy in the blacksmith shop. So I thought, wow, that's great. So then, 1 week later, I go to the same flea market. A guy's got a carpenter's ads The handle's broke. The handle's junk, actually. It's got screws and nails in here. And it was in fact, the tag's still on it, $4. And I thought, okay, so I will bring another one home. So now I don't need any at all. 2 of these is plenty. It is a W.M. Beatty & Son. So, you know, I kind of lucked out. 2 very good brand named tools that I'm pretty happy with. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. I will clean them both up, sharpen them both up, and never have to buy another adze again in my life. Except for maybe a bowl adze, which I'm kind of still looking for. Anyway, so what else did I get? Oh, probably 2-3 months ago. I don't know if everybody knows it or not, but I have a pretty good sized Halts Brooks axe collection. Axes, hatchets, you know, the whole 9 yards. The older ones, not the newer ones. I got a few of the newer ones, but I really collect the older ones. So I've got, like, in pounds, I got quite a few of them. But anyways, I added another one to my collection. It is a 2-pound one. So now I have pretty much all that I want in these, except for a couple other ones. I have the 1¼ pound. I have 1.5 inch, 1.75, 2 pounds, 2¼ pounds. And then I have the small hewing hatchet that it has about a 4-inch blade on it, and you know, and they all have the Halts Brooks logo on the one side and the weight on the other, and they all say have the made in Sweden on them too. And that's kind of the I'm thinking they're like 60s, 70s, early 80s models, and that's kind of what I collect when it comes to the Halts Brooks. So, you know, I got quite a collection of these going on. In fact, I'll pull out the whole collection sometime and do a video on them. But really, all I'm looking for now is around a 3.5 pound one. And I did just find, which I didn't get, but I'm looking for, the I guess in these older styles, they made a Halts Brooks carpenter's axe. It looks exactly like the old T-Bros, only they're blue and they have, you know, the old logo on them and all that stuff. I don't know that they have the weight on them, but they do have the old logo and stuff on them. So I'm looking for one of those. In fact, if somebody wants to part with one of those, please get a hold of me, because I really like to have one. But it's got to be the older blue-headed styled ones. In fact, I think they came with a straight handle. Maybe not, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they did. And they would have been blue head and a little bit of red on the back, just like this one would have been. But, you know, just something I'm looking for. Okay, anyways, so I got another new axe. Like, I needed another axe. But that's okay, because, you know, it's kind of my thing. I'll just keep these. I just love these axes, though. They're just, you just look on the bit on those things, and they're so nice and so thin. I mean, they're just great crafting axes. You know, you just can't beat them. In fact, I have a Halts Brooks collection. I've also got a Sandvik collection, which I'm also looking for the old orange Sandvik. I'm looking for a hunter's axe. It's about the same size as this, only I think it's around 1.75 pounds head or something like that. It'd be a 2-pound head, and it actually says hunter's axe on it. And I've got their what they call camper's axe, and then I have the bigger one, and I think it's called their boy's axe or something like that. So, you know, I just want those 3 in that axe. But so I'm looking for the hunter's axe too, in the Sandvik made in Sweden one, not the Germany made ones. Not that there's anything wrong with them, it's just that's what I'm into. And then I've got probably a half a dozen different Wetterlings ones in these old blue-headed ones too. So, you know, yeah, definitely like my Swedish axes, the older ones. The older ones are a little more affordable. Well, at least they used to be. They're getting a little more pricey now, but they're still affordable and they're good steel. Okay, so anyways, I'm getting off the subject. What else did I get? Let me pause the video and I'll show you. Okay, so I'm back. The other thing I got was, and I've been wanting one of these. In fact, I kind of wanted a couple of these, and I've got a couple that are homemade, but I went ahead and I picked this up at the flea market, and it's just a big old buck saw, and I'm not going to stand back any further. But the only reason I picked it up was because it's a nice old one. The blade is in very good shape. In fact, the set is even still in the blade, so I don't think it got used a whole lot. But at the same time, it must have got banged around some, because the problem with it, and I didn't see it until after I had paid for it and grabbed it and walked away because it was at a flea market, is it's broke. It's easy to fix. I can make this whole piece, not a big deal, and I will. But, and some of you guys out there that might know this, might not, maybe it doesn't matter, but this old guy, I have no idea how old it is, but I'm going to go ahead and replace this wood, but I'm going to go ahead and sand it down and try to figure out what kind of wood it is. What did they make these out of? Hickory, ash, I don't know. And I want to make it match. I want it to be the same wood as what's on here. You know, that way when I sand it down and possibly stain it or coat it with linseed oil, definitely going to coat it with linseed oil. I just want it all to match up. So if anybody knows what these old things were made out of, I'd like to know. I might be able to figure it out after I sand it down and get rid of the, looks like there's some kind of water-based stain on here or something. Then I might be able to tell. But, you know, maybe you guys already know. I haven't been able to find a name on this anywhere. Who knows? I don't know that it even had a name. I'm not sure how they did this back in the day. Did a company sell these, or did they just sell the hardware and the blades, and then the craftsman made the wood parts? You know, I'm really not sure. But for $4, I wasn't going to pass it up. I actually saw another one there. It was $8, and I should have grabbed it too, and I didn't. But, you know, great thing about that flea market is that a lot of people go there week in and week out, so I'll probably see it again, and it might be a little cheaper next time. So, and if not, oh well, you know, it is what it is. So anyways, yeah, leave a comment in the video if you guys would happen to know that, or not know what kind of wood that they generally made them things out of. I'm thinking it was probably hickory or ash or something like that, but who knows? You know, it might not be. Okay, so anyways, and the last thing that I picked up at the flea markets is, or not at the flea markets, I actually got this on online auction, eBay deal, and it's something I'm just started getting into collecting too. It's an old national pattern axe, hatchet I should say, and it's the plumb national pattern. It's a Boy Scout one. It didn't really matter to me whether it was a Boy Scout one or not, but for the money I paid for it, the Boy Scout one makes it kind of a nice deal because it wasn't very expensive. And you know, it needs cleaned up, needs sanded, needs sharpened, whole 9 yards. I thought maybe it would make a nice little crafting axe, and it probably would, for like small stuff, spoons, bowls, stuff like that. And it probably will make a nice crafting axe. But anyways, I picked that up, and that's another thing that I'm going to start collecting, I think, is these old national pattern heads. They don't make them anymore. They only made them for a few years, I think. I don't know how many years, I won't even say because I'm not sure. But yeah, and I think they made quite a few sizes of them, and lots of variations, probably in handle lengths and stuff like that. But I only want a couple different sizes, 2 or 3 different sizes of them. I like this small one, but I really was hoping to get one with like an 18-inch handle on it. So I'll probably be looking for something like that next. And then I did see that they made these in like a boy's axe size too, with like a 26 or 28-inch handle or something like that. And I would like to have one of them. But you know, and I guess if I ran into a felling axe size one, because I guess they made them like from 3 pound up to almost 5.5 pounds or something like that in incremented sizes. I might get something in the 4 pound range if I can find it. Of course, if something pops up and it pops up at the right price, it'll end up home too. So who knows? But anyways, So yeah, little Boy Scout hatchet that the leather sheath is in really good shape, but it's really dry and really stiff and really needs a drink of something, and I got to figure out what I want to put on it to soften it up real good. But you know, cute little thing. Hopefully will make a nice crafting axe. Steel should be good, so that's a plus. So I'm sure it'll hold a nice edge. But anyways, so yeah, you know, and one little last thing I picked up, and it was a online auction find too, is this cheap little Mora, and we are actually going to customize this one and do a video on it. We're going to do a video on a few of these tools, but anyways, but you know, this is just your normal little Mora number. I would say that's the number, maybe a 1, possibly a 2. I don't know, but doesn't matter. It's got, you know what? It's probably a number 2, because the number 1s have a smaller handle that is a little more. I don't know. Anyways, but I know it was just a little extra carving knife that I picked up. Not a big deal. But anyways, yeah, and we're gonna customize it because it was bought. I bought it used, and it's actually, and I retightened it a little bit, but it's actually loose from the handle, which I've never seen a Mora do that, at least not on me. So I'll probably take this handle off and epoxy it and put it back in. And then and while the handle's off, I think we're going to go ahead and resand this handle down and bring it back to maybe the original birch color. And, you know, we're just going to play around with it a little bit. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this and say like, subscribe, and share. And I know the videos have been very, very far and few between because I've been so busy in the blacksmithing shop. So I'm going to go ahead and try to make a video once a week at least. I'd like to get 2 a weekend, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But we're going to try to keep 1 a weekend, doing at least something. I need to finish the buckskin series. I'm like 3 videos into that. As far as I'm concerned, the belt grinder series is done because I'm using it and it's just done. And that's an antique belt grinder. If you guys are going to go back and look at that, one I totally kind of redid. But anyways, so I want to just say thank you, like, subscribe, and share, and keep watching my videos, and you know, share them. Share them on Facebook, share them everywhere. I'm trying to build up my channel a little bit. So yeah, the more you share, the more I appreciate it. Thank you for watching.